So close. Okay, so apparently as he takes damage, I guess errors develop. And then in theory, we can put in some attacks once he's taken damage. I really hope this is the last phase. Well, hello, my friend. We gotta reallocate the stats. I was somewhat dissatisfied with the stamina last time, so we're going to try to do extra stamina this time. Okay. Are we still so Crystal Cobra? But we want to swap out these for these. All right, here we go. Okay. So far, so good. And this time like, we only lost like 30 health last time. I feel like from sheer stats, we should have it this time. Because it's just math. Let's get some extra chi going on. Where's my chi? There we go. Alright, gonna have to switch to vampirism, I think. Why is this? Okay, we gotta have a restaurant. And vampirism. Ooh. Like, if we're really worried about stamina, what we can do is we can get rid of fake move, at least for a bit. I don't know, put in, like, nothing. And now come out swinging with the attacks. This will make it so our dodges take action points instead of stamina. But they'll take action points instead of stamina. Which, you know, helps with stamina management in theory. Well, except for the fact that all of our action points are potential stamina from chi concentration. See, actually that's worse, isn't it? Right, because if our dodges are like 3 stamina each, but our chi is getting us back like 10 stamina, then actually losing an action point is worse than expending the stamina directly. Or at least as an expected value, that's worse. It's an interesting decision on the developer's part to make it so that, like, in this last part of the game, you really do throw the whole, like, training and building up your character aspect just by the wayside. And it's just all about build a fighter for a match. Which I actually think it's a fitting finale in a sense, because it really does highlight the depth of the system, which is something that I'm not sure got highlighted as much in the original Punch Club. Right, you appreciate that, like, there's all sorts of different strategies that have specific strengths and weaknesses, and, you know, actually changing things up has, you know, significant benefits and whatnot, but, yeah. Come on. Almost there. There we go. Okay, next phase. For this one, we just swap out that for some, like, other cool kicks. Big kicks. And still, yeah, the, like, smack talk doesn't really make much sense here. For a couple of reasons, right? And firstly, he has so many action points anyways that we're not going to be able to, like, stun lock him. But secondly, it happens to be the case that when you're doing massive attacks that require a lot of action points, you get less chances for your smack talk to be good and get chances to trigger. Okay, one last round in all likelihood. Okay. Alright, now for this. Stat reallocation, let's go. So this time, I can't believe it's taken me this long to realize this mechanic, but so there's the error mechanic, which is that this robot's abilities are going to stop working as the fight drags on. We should hopefully actually be able to take advantage of that now that we know it's a thing. Yeah. It should be the exact same as last time. We don't want to start off with the kicks, though, just because it's kind of a waste. Alright, here we go. Okay, just take it. It's fine. You'll live to tell the tale, hopefully. Okay, so no glitches yet. Because one thing you can theoretically do is, like, switch to a blocking-based strategy, like, halfway through. so that's errors. So in theory, we could... Let's throw in, and we'll make it a low kick. Or maybe a Mawashi Kubi? That could be good. What's a low kick looking like? Okay. I think a Mawashi Kubi makes sense here. Just one. Because now there's a chance to hit, so we'll throw in a little kick to hopefully capitalize. Doesn't even require that much energy, so... Okay, maybe we'll throw in another kick. Come on. Is it just me, or is this, like, less close than it was last time? Oh, come on. Okay. All Mawashi Kubis. Here, he's got 2 errors now. Okay, let's go. And if one of these kicks lands... Oh! Yeah, I was expecting that to be more exciting than it was. In reality. Okay, so... It's 87-81. Just based on math, I don't think we win at this point. If we carry on with the current strategy. I think what you do... The space bending blow is only 4 damage. It's nearly impossible to dodge the blow. So, I think what you do here... You switch it up. You go to, like, I don't know, Crystal Cobra. You switch these after images out for... Where is it? Counterattacks? Accepting the fact that, yeah, the space bending blow is going to get you. But... in the event that it doesn't... Now, if we mess around with our... Okay, that would reduce our active strength. Okay. In that case, we want these... We still want to be using Mawashi Kubi Garys. And... So we can get like 2 of these off. Well, in theory, we could get... Oh, but dodging costs energy. Let's go 2 cheese, 1 kick. Because we don't want to run out of energy. Okay, see, so here's the problem. Alright, we're getting kicked anyway. Drat. I hate this fight. Sucks. There better not be another phase after this. I mean, I guess we did learn one valuable lesson, which is that, yeah, the strategy we're going for was actually the only viable one. As sad as it may be. Because quite simply... I mean, we went from doing, which I don't even get. Why were we, I feel like we're doing so much less damage, even like when we got the counterattacks off, than we normally would have. I don't get it. Okay, let's get this proper. So what we want, some Gary's. We don't want counterattacks here, because we want the best chance at dodging. It's like the most annoying boss fight ever. And I'm not even sure if this is challenge difficulty or if this is just game normally being annoying. I might have to like look up after I'm done with this, like YouTube playthroughs or something of this game to see like, was it just me that like slaved away for this final phase? Kind of wish now I had a slightly more balanced like workout regimen. That way I could have, you know, had more stats to allocate around. I think we need to have a pure break round, as much as it pains me to say it. I feel like this fight gets closer every time, and I have no idea why. Like, as far as I'm aware, stamina doesn't have any, like, detrimental effects later on. I think one thing I'm realizing, though, is we should throw in the kicks literally as soon as we have the capacity to do so on the final phase. So, like, as soon as any errors appear, we should be on the scene kicking. Because that gives you a chance to do damage. And we recover so much stamina from just taking the constant hits anyway, I don't think we gotta worry about stamina management. Could be wrong, but I don't think I am. Granted, do you ever really think you're wrong? Because if you... that's actually a bit of an interesting logical paradox. Because if you think you're wrong, then you don't legitimately think the thing which you think that you think is wrong, because you think it's wrong. Now what you can do is you can account for the potential of error, right? So I can be like, yes, I know the directions to this place. You turn left on, you know, James Street and then right onto Revolution Boulevard, and that's what gets you there. And I can legitimately think, yes, I believe this is the case. However, I will take into consideration the fact that it's quite plausible that I am mistaken, right? Accounting for your own fallibility. But I think that's distinct from the statement of, this is what I think, but I think it's wrong. Because again, if you thought it was wrong, you don't think it. And I thought I was in, when I sat down to record today, I thought I was in for like a nice quick wrap up. We'll do like an hour or two recording, and then the game will be over, and then I can move on with my life, write the script for the main channel video. I think I'm going up on like 5 hours today. Just not quite what I expected. Okay, so this one's easy. We just swap out for like cool kicks, like the Uashima Rigiri and the Tassigiri. Let's have health, I guess. Yeah, this should be fine. This phase is really easy at least, so I mean there's that. As it turns out, being the guy who is like actually allowed to attack in this sort of environment is helpful. Now I wonder, is there an argument to be made? You get rid of Vampire and slot in Trash Talk. Because, and the guaranteed heal's nice. But you know what's also nice? Stopping your opponent from hitting you in the first place by taking away their action points. I don't know, just a thought. I don't think it really matters either way. Okay, so we go to Samba style now. We reallocate the stats. Come to think of it, is there any reason to not have the kicks in immediately? I don't think there is. Like, the only reason to avoid it is the idea of, like, maybe, possibly, there might be a chance that you get, like, knocked down from, like, running out of energy. But I don't think that's likely, because A, at most, what, we're using like 52 energy each round because we only have 2 action points. So it's only like half our energy, and then we recharge so much from not blocking. So, I don't know. This might be the time. Like, I mean, I know it's wasted, but also, like, what are we gonna do? At least if we have the kicks in already, that makes it so that we are for sure not going to miss our chance when he starts being vulnerable, which is not yet, but hopefully soon. This is looking a lot more even than before. But we haven't even gotten to the point where we're able to land kicks yet. Now we're at the point where we could start theoretically landing some kicks. It's only like a 1/5 chance, but hey, if we do like, you know, 4 or 5 kicks, we'll probably on average add 4 kicks in a round. Maybe 2 kicks in a round. You know, you're gonna hit one eventually, and that could be the difference maker, honestly. Because our margins are pretty thin with losing this fight. Like, we hit a kick there, I think. I will say, I have no idea what other strategy you could possibly use to take this guy down. Which seems weird to me, because, like, in a game with so many options and stuff, I wouldn't imagine they would make it so there's literally just, like, the one way to do this. Looks like we are actually going to succeed. Finally. What a surprise! The evening is something. That kitty definitely has a bad temper. Okay. What now? That's it, Scratchy. Now you've got a problem. You know the funniest thing? None of this is a problem at all. I was never trying to avoid this confrontation. It was inevitable and thus not beyond a measure of control. Huh? Which is why, after all, you're finally here. No more stalling. I'm putting an end to this abomination. What's with the... Do you know how many times I've heard you say that? How many times I've seen you standing exactly where you're standing right now? What are you talking about? You've come here to turn off the simulation 117,928,252 times already. That's nonsense. I've never even heard of that number. You're lying. No way. That's nonsense. And as you can see, we're still very much online. I've studied you to the core. I've followed you since you were born. Thanks to the chip that Emmett kindly installed in your mother's head. While I was out having a fun day, having fun with your daddy. Why did you do all this? Because I didn't feed you? Of course not. Because of the medallion, it gave me strength. With it, I'll toy with the planet like a cat's ball. But you see, apparently the medallion can't be taken from its owner without defeating him and your father. Is hard as hell to beat. Father! He doesn't hear you. For the last 20 years, his entire life has been one never-ending virtual battle. But now nothing can stop me from turning off the simulation and freeing him. And now, meow, we come to the most interesting part. You see, he's been in the simulation for so long, he can hardly survive outside of it. In other words, if you turn off the simulation, your father will die. You filthy animal. What are you going to do? Bad kitty, that's right, bad kitty. No more total control, got it? No tricks, no twists, no giant robots. And no kidnapping my parents. Anybody's parents. Or any people, and whatever. To understand each other, there's only good kitties here. This doesn't change anything. I know. But I feel better. I wonder, you're not like the others? But you still have to make a difficult choice? Who will you save? The whole city or your own father? Meow. Quite the dilemma. Quite the dilemma. The personal, what you value personally, versus the kind of like objective, like good thing that would, save the most people. I think though, what does this even mean? Save your father? Like save him, preserve him in this state? That's no way to live. Little cat, I'm sorry, but... And you know what? I'm not sorry. You're a jerk. You made that stupid robot fight me? With like the one way to defeat... City's gone. We're turning off Upper City. Hold on, what? Yeah. Unbelievable! Also, Cat might have just been lying. Son! Dad! I'm proud of you. What the? Okay, quickly now, let's take this planet's champion and move on. I wanted to stop by Marsburger on the way back. Wait a minute, what the hell is going on here? Watch your tongue, little Asogian. Sorry, but would you look at this? They broke the medallion. They exhausted their champion, and some dastard cat is up to nefarious deeds. OMG, classic people stuff. Take everyone involved. We'll figure it out along the way. The intergalactic tournament is about to start. To be continued. Well. I think I made the right choice. Alright, well that has been Punch Club 2 without punching. A challenge I am fairly confident saying that we succeeded in. I know there's potentially the gray area with that last robots fight. That the what's it even called? The counter-attacking move we did has punching in the illustration, so there's potential for conflict there. But there's no punch animation, and the wording of it I think is vague enough to where potentially it's not punching. I guess you can weigh in on the comments as to whether you think this was a success or not. But yeah, this has been Punch Club 2 without punching. Hope you enjoyed your stay here. I mostly did. The end there was a bit annoying, but we got there. So, until next time, guys, I've been CMeeCraft, and I'll catch you in the next video. Almost certainly not more Punch Club 2, but hopefully something else. Goodbye. Oh my goodness, wait a minute, where'd they go? The moon had cat eyes, or cat ears for a second. Have those cat ears always been there? Man, this game's so foreshadowing. It's like right in your face, but you don't notice that.